Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Brainbean here again, back with a headset comparison video for you. Today we're taking a look at two very budget-friendly options, and this is the classic PC peripheral gaming rivalry, Razer versus Corsair. So today we're going to be taking a look at Corsair's new budget-friendly HS35 headset and Razer's new budget-friendly Kraken X gaming headset. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. So to start this off, let's talk about the different options that are available with these headsets. Now, the HS35 is going to be compatible with all consoles and with PC, and it's available in black, red, green, and blue. Now, this one comes in at $40. Then we move over to the Kraken X. Right now, the Kraken X is available in black, and there's also a limited edition console blue version. But it's important to note that either one of those headsets is compatible with multi-platform, so you can use it for PC, consoles, and even mobile if you want. And the Kraken X comes in at $50, so about $10 more for the Kraken X, so just keep that in mind throughout the rest of the comparison. In terms of overall construction and design, they're fairly similar. Now, these are both primarily made out of plastic with just some metal in the actual skeleton to kind of keep it together. And you're going to find that on both headsets. And because of that, both of them are very lightweight, with the edge going to the Kraken X just being a little bit lighter. But unless you're holding them both in your hands at the exact same time, you really would not be able to tell a difference whatsoever. Where you are going to be able to definitely see a difference is that these both have different styles of padding to them. So the HS35 uses memory foam ear cups and headband padding, but that's going to be wrapped in a mesh material. And so what that means is it's going to be a little bit more breathable, but it's not going to isolate this sound as much. The ear cups on the HS35 are also a little bit shallower than the ones on the Kraken. So if you have smaller ears or ears that are more pressed against your head, then I think you'll find this one plenty comfortable. But for those that are kind of like me, where your ears stick out a little bit, you probably want to look at the Kraken X. Now, the padding on the Kraken X is a leatherette wrapped memory foam material. Now, these ear cups are a little bit deeper than the ones on the HS35. So again, it's going to be more comfortable for your ears, but keep in mind that leatherette wrapped material, while it does feel cool on your head at first, is going to heat up, and you will be able to feel the sweat on your head kind of build up around that. It does kind of feel kind of gross after a while, but also what you get with the leatherette there is it's more isolating for sound. So when I put on the Kraken X's, it really helps to kind of keep out outside noise, where you really don't get that with the HS35s. And another plus for the Kraken X in comfort factor is that it has the internal glasses cutouts to the ear cups. And you can't see those, but it's just a small slit in the memory foam that reduces pressure for those of us that wear glasses, which for me is a huge plus because I hate having my glasses smashed into my head when I'm trying to play games. Definitely becomes a big fatigue point that can cause headaches. Now, in terms of overall audio quality, this one was actually a landslide victory for the Kraken X. Now, if you saw my review of the HS35, I talked about how the overall sound on this just felt very hollow and distant. There's not a lot of bass to it, and even the mids and the highs, there's no clarity there. And I likened it to using a laptop set of speakers to play games with or something like that, how it just kind of sounds distant and not full. Imagine putting that inside of a headset, and that's sort of the audio experience you're going to get there. Now, this is a stereo headset with 50mm drivers on the Corsair side, and over on the Razer side, it is a analog. Straight up on the headset is a stereo headset with 40mm drivers, with the option to use a software-based 7.1 surround sound, which in the case of the Kraken X is actually pretty impressive. In terms of extra features, both headsets do have on-ear volume control and dedicated mute buttons, but I'm going to have to give the edge to the Corsair on this one, just because that mute button's a little bit bigger and requires a little bit more depression to activate. And in my eyes, with neither one of these headsets having a light that will activate to show you that the mic's muted, it's nice to have something a little bit more tactile, just so that you can be certain whether or not you're muted. Taking a look at the microphones now, the Corsair's headset does have a removable mic, which is a huge plus for me because I feel like it just makes the headset a lot more versatile. And the headset on this one is a unidirectional mic, whereas if we come over to the Kraken's, The microphone on this one is not removable, so unfortunately there's really nothing you can do with it, and it's kind of a bummer because the Kraken line has always had a retractable mic so that you could put it away if you wanted to use it to listen to music, but this one is a cardioid microphone. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a quick back-to-back mic test for you guys so you can hear how these sound for yourselves, and I'd like you to let me know in those comments down below which one you think is the best. Here is a mic test of the Corsair HS35's microphone. Like I mentioned, this is a unidirectional microphone, so you guys can hear how the Corsair HS35 mic sounds. So now I'm talking to you guys directly through the microphone on the Kraken X. Now, like I mentioned, this one is a cardioid microphone. Again, this is the Corsair HS35 microphone. Again, this is a sound test of the Kraken X microphone. Corsair, Razer, Corsair. This is a sound test of the Razer Kraken X. Both headsets are analog and they both end in a 3.5 millimeter 2-in-1 headphone jack. Now they do include splitters, but it's important to note that the Corsair one just comes with a small 3-inch splitter so that you can hook it up to a single mic and headphone jack. Whereas the Razer one includes a 3-foot long splitter, so effectively doubles the length of the cord you get on the headset, which I think is really nice because I personally like to have a lot more slack on my headset because depending on where your PC is, you definitely don't want to feel like you're tethered to something. So another big plus for me for the Razer. So overall, after looking at everything, I think it's very easy to recommend the Kraken X's over the HS35s. They are $10 more expensive, but in my eyes, for more comfort, better sound isolation, much better audio quality, and you get the 7.1 surround sound, it's definitely worth it in my eyes to spend the extra $10 and go with the Kraken X's. It is a bummer to me that you can't remove the microphone, but while that's a plus for the HS35s, being able to remove the microphone for the sake of using these as headphones would be good if the audio quality was there. But unfortunately, that's just not the case. And if you have like just a regular set of Apple earbuds or even just like some generic earbuds, I feel like those are gonna sound better and you'd rather have those when you're out and about than something like the HS35 does. But anyways, guys, I want you to let me know down in the comments below what you think about this matchup. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like to show your support. If you're new here on the channel, I'd love to see you subscribe. So I've got a lot more videos like this coming for you in the near future. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.